Vengo a decirte amorcito, no te andes alborotando. No te andes alborotando, ni con la sangre jugando.
Steve Tamian and with Ryan Haas here to kick off Global Brigades Day. We thought the most appropriate way to do that would be to make this video and show the very special day that we are in the community of Susalar.
Vengo a decirte amorcito, no te andes alborotando.
And show this community and this day as an example of the potential that Global Brigades has when we transform ourselves into a holistic model.
This multidisciplinary approach to development we want to have in every single campus all across the country and all around the world, so that you as students can come down to these communities and provide these necessary services like the water project, like the public health project, medical and business, and some of the things that we've done here in El Susalar, and we plan to do all around this country and hopefully in other countries in the future.
And this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of Water Brigades. This is the beginning of our holistic model. This is the beginning of bringing students from across the world to these communities to supply them with these basic things that we take for granted and empower these communities to perpetuate. Hi, we're here again in another home with Lauren, the Director of Public Health Programs, and Moises, one of our Health Brigade coordinators here in Honduras, to speak a little bit about the next steps in terms of bringing public health into the homes as well.
So actually, now that Water Brigades has brought potable water to all of these houses, part of the public health's role in all of this is to bring latrines, to bring pilas, to bring concrete floors and stoves to the homes that don't have them, partially to hold the water that the Water Brigades is bringing into the homes, and of course to improve the health of the homes that don't have those basic access to those sorts of construction projects.
Yeah, and also like Lauren was saying, it's going to bring a little health in the community's members, especially in this kind of houses. Because if we see the roof is kind of black, and all the smoke that we have in the roofs is going through their lungs. So we're doing the pila, the water store unit, and also the stove, and the floors, and the latrine to prevent and give more option to them to have a better access to the health.
And not only that, building out this infrastructure is the education that goes along with it, teaching them how to use that and teaching basic sanitation combined with a lot of our other health initiatives. Very promising here for Susalar.
So here we are in Susalar at the Centro de Salud. The government actually took a lot of initiative to build these Centro de Saluds back about 5 to 10 years ago. However, they didn't have the capacity to staff the Centro de Saluds, and they also didn't have the means to actually bring supplies and medications into the Centro de Saluds. So the point of the medical brigade is actually bringing those two things in there, bringing down professionals and bringing down experts to really go ahead and treat and diagnose and interact with the patient, and also the students, all the donations and all the supplies that they bring down are able to be dispensed to the patient, so they're able to take those medications or take those supplies and improve their quality of health.
Okay, now that we've gone over the health projects in the community and how the holistic health programs work together to solve water, medical, and public health education, I want to bring in Marilee, our microfinance director, to talk about how Global Brigades volunteers stimulate the local economies.
Hi guys. Yeah, water and public health have put in all this infrastructure in this community, and so now what's the next step? How do we get these communities on their own 2 feet to be able to afford to maintain these projects and this infrastructure put into place? With community microfinance banks, these groups, we're training them up so that they can not only provide financial services to the community with loans to be able to perpetuate businesses, but they're also stepping up as leaders for their community's own development. And that gives them the organizational structure to really take on these projects on their own, long after brigades are gone.
And to differentiate between microfinance brigades, which is giving those small little loans to farmers like this that live in these communities who have small little coffee projects and sustainable farms, business brigades, our main project, one of our founding projects in Panama, does microenterprise consulting with more established businesses, with teams of 15 to 20 students coming down who are interested in consulting microenterprises, bringing down their knowledge, capital to invest in them, and creating a long-term strategic plan to help those businesses grow. So here we are with the mayor of Susular and Kike Rodriguez, our Central American director. We're talking about the expansion of the current school that they have here. So how Architecture Brigades fits into this project: first, the group of 10 or 15 students will come down and work with the mayor and other local community leaders to actually draw out the plans of the new school. Then the fundraising will be done on behalf of Global Brigades and local community members, and to actually build the school several months later. Another group from that school, Architecture Brigades, will come down and actually see the project completed. It's a rare opportunity for an architect, especially an architecture student, to not only design a project but really see it come to fruition in just a few months.
So it's important to note as well that in Global Brigades, we're not just working in one community, but in a series of communities all around the same area in these municipal governments. If you actually look into the distance here about the following mountain range over, you can see Buena Vista in the hills, which is another community that we've done other projects in, especially our medical brigades there, and we look to bring other projects there in the future. So this whole area, hopefully over the next 4 to 5 years, is really going to get transformed by a lot of the work that we're doing in these communities. So now that you've seen the way that all of our disciplines work together and the vision that Global Brigades has, we're asking you to take it to your campus, to bring all these different brigades, all these different disciplines together, come down to these communities and help them in a holistic, sustainable fashion. That's the movement that we want to create, and it's up to you now to make that happen. So we thank you so much for celebrating Global Brigades Day with us, and we look forward to seeing you down here soon.
Gracias!
Gracias!